Yamamu nyina afofida papa afofida enije ne ahode ewom enkoma Ghana nymanfo nyina yamamummo ene ejo ene eye mebusumi ne da edin kan emfinhyampinu ene aduonu no Midday nymanfo nyina yamamummo ene yo esanse ene eye muda na nymanfo edei ase no omampanyi John Dramani Mahama si otuche ede ma Ghana nymanfo nyina na oka ne hontam so se naban behwe ama enwuma ene infididwuma titu agina ne nan so ewo Ghana afanan enyina Kani Electoral Commission panyi Mame Charlotte Osei ene afoforo nwotwe bi nso ababeto dwa se yafa wo omu kodi djuma ewo Ghana Gas Board bedwa no eso eko wasimpanyifo ekasa wo mo de nhihye mapa egu akwan so maboderuo ebeboa ma asumdue ene bamba ho nsem akoso yie ewo abibiman a wo mo edom ECOWAS ekuo no entem wei ane ensem bebre ena mede be mawo e wakase emu memamu nyina akwaba channel 360 DSTV hye na etie ensem no bi ewo ho aseda enkoma nyimekuo bi te se this way chocolate drink de ohia hey ensosie koko papa ena yede aye afi wo special ice ensuo ewo dwaso ensuo ede afofide eno a ena yenom ne yede asom yahoho na special drinks nso ebo ye nchidom na best point savings and loans and best assurance aboyen ama yetumi enye sika enwekoi adaroma yede nsem no eba obayima efiahye me ena mesumo yentie ensem no enchiemo enne aye enwafo nyina eda Midday Nesa enti omampanyi John Dramani Mahama akasa etu eche edi mo ene yo ensem ama Ghana nymaifo enyina wose se de Ghana nymaifo ebo omhomoden wotu won esi ho woye wafam de ede bua ema omai ekonkan no eye ne fe nani asopa enti afi Midday ya asemti ene se ye bo ye ho so ama asumdue mapa akoso na ye nam asumdue ne bia ko ye kwan so apagya infididwuma edwadie ene enwuma mu ama nymaifo nya atentene no na naban no so behwe ede nhihye mapa gu akwan so ama nymaifo nya enwuma ho tie aye no manya katua esenso efata wo mo omampanyi John Dramani Mahama eche se Ghana nymaifo ayade omomodi monti ena omai kwa na ekonkan ewo empuntuo emu wosi enymaifo daroma wo maboa ama Ghana sika asem eko enkan enymaifo epia enisuade ho awuro nyina eboa ma ebrebia Ghana yetumi eko enini nti ogidie pa se reset agenda na eda nani so no Ghana enymaifo ebeboa no ama etumi akoyie wosi besa abosome nani anaban ebaye wo hwenhihye mapa wo mdi egu akwan so a ebetumi aboa ma sika asem akoso ebi be pagya infididwuma emu nafe eniema ye ewo memu no yetumi atumi adane eni na boa ma enwuma abane titiu ewo mfididwuma FM ama emebunu dodo na enyinnwuma aye omampanyi si ye nam adwadie so ebema ayonkofapa akoso ewo ye ne aman kaye entem na yetumi mpo akoba se Ghana ye niema ewo no ye de bibe kwa amono ne akoton na saa kwan no so atumi amienya sika wo se ni nyina bebema na eye 24 hour economy nhihye ya one naban ede eba no omampanyi John Dramani Mahama ye boabo eho abaya na chese oguso a okasa yenkwai na ne nsem kakra ode eto Ghana nymaifo enim no yentie kakra
was hovering at a whopping 23%. I'm fully aware that this 10% increase is not optimal, but the circumstances of our economy dictated do so at this particular time. As I told you, this year's budget is a reset budget, and my hope is that with the austere steps we are taking this year, we will be able to see better remuneration in the next couple of years ahead. My comrades and friends, sacrificing to rescue our country from the economic ledge into which it was plunged is not meant for workers alone. You are not the only ones to tighten your belts. Sacrificing is meant for all of us who are servants of the people, including I, the President. And that is why I will lead by example. I will be prudent and modest in handling of our public resources, and I expect all my appointees to do the same. But improving wages is only the beginning. True commitment demands bold action that go beyond just immediate relief. That is why in March, I organized the historic National Economic Forum that brought together stakeholders from every sector, labor leaders, employers, civil society, academia, and policymakers to engage in honest, forward-looking dialogue on a fiscal policy for our economy going forward. At this forum, we mapped out short-term, medium-term, and long-term transformative policies to rebuild and reposition our economy for sustainable growth. Following this spirit of innovation and forward planning, we presented the maiden budget of this government to Parliament, which is anchored on stabilizing the economy and salvaging it from the path of destruction. Beyond stabilizing the economy, the budget was heavy on multi-sectoral investments, which are aimed at revitalizing the productive sectors and putting Ghanaians to work. Spanning infrastructure to technology through to agriculture, we have committed to construct a robust economy that enables us to meet our needs in a sustainable manner. Our agricultural investments are fashioned around the Feed Ghana initiative, which is a bold step that seeks to modernize agricultural production, agribusiness, and create sustainable jobs along the agricultural value chain. By supporting our farmers with improved seeds, access to technology, and better market opportunities, we will not only be securing our food systems, but will also be empowering our rural communities and ensuring that agriculture becomes a powerful engine of our economic growth. As President, I understand that true development cannot be achieved unless people who drive that development, our workers, are supported, they are respected, and they are empowered. I understand that the Ghanaian worker does not just want praise on Midday, but he wants action every day on making his conditions better. The Ghanaian worker wants a government that will walk its talk, a government that will stand by you through hardship and prosperity alike. And I'm here to assure you that this government under my leadership is that government you have been waiting for. I've taken note of the issues raised by my brother and comrade Joshua Ansah, General Secretary of the TUC, on the long-standing and inequitable disparity in public service wage structure. And this is the reason why, as part of the Constitution review process, attention will be paid to the establishment of a permanent independent emoluments commission that will determine a fair and equitable public service wage structure so that we can bridge the unacceptable gap between the conditions of service of Article 71 office holders and other sections of workers within the public sector. And morale in the workplace is more than of salary. It is about dignity, it is about fairness, it is about opportunity and trust. It is about the feeling that your labor is recognized and that your voice is valued and your future is secure. And that's why I'm committed not only to improving conditions of service, but also to restoring hope and confidence in the Ghanaian workforce. My administration will invest in morale-boosting interventions that matter. We will introduce comprehensive reforms across the public and private sector labor environment by ensuring timely salary payments, modernizing workplace conditions, and reducing the bureaucratic bottlenecks that frustrate your productivity. We'll also prioritize better occupational health and safety policies and ensure timely pension contributions and payments, and eliminate the neglect that many of our retired workers have had to endure for far too long.
wo Midday Midday ya enwono osoafo a wo hye enwuma ho nsem ene apedie ho nsem eso Honorable Rashid Pelpo enso e de ensem ama Ghana nymaifo nyina wo mommo ene yo se de wodi dwuma e wo memu efa ne nsem a odi tu dwane ebi ni.
I bring you greetings on this very important day today, the Midday, which is Workers' Day. On this day, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to all Ghanaian workers whose dedication, resilience, and hard work continue to drive our nation forward. As we commemorate Labor Day, let us reflect on the progress we have made together and renew our collective commitment to decent work, fair wages, and safe working conditions for all. The government remains steadfast in advancing policies that promote job creation, protect workers' rights, and ensure dignity in labor, especially in a rapidly changing world of work. Happy Labor Day to every worker across Ghana. Your contribution is the backbone of our development. Afishapa, and God bless you all as you move our nation forward and give us the development we require, especially in a situation where we are resetting this country. We wish you
Yedaswa e o Midday ensemi emo na General Secretary Emma Industrial and Commercial Workers Union eye Owura Morgan Ayawini ono so e di mo ene yoni team kwansem ama Ghana nymanfo nyina ebra enne eyeda na yehye edan mu kenei eno no watch nymanfo nyina adwene esisu se afra se ya na bekasa afi e mada afi die aba enti se sa na tie die nymanfo hu se ebre yeni nkaso ebre eni wo manymaifo so mbetwenchom na ase omontom nya adwuma ebre ekono na chese nda no kwa na eko enti nymaifo entwantomensi omboy na adwuma bi esi wani so wo so omoye no wonhye enye esompa bi e wo so de esom omai Ghana ema omai tumpon e wo sika fam so wonhye so obetumi aine sa pepepe wo de afutu amanymaifo nyina so se wo ye adwuma na kwanya bebre e wo ho enti wonfa sa akwanya no so na wonte wonimdie emu a ebetumi abua wo mu papa ni nyina emu no de futuo amma enwumeru anam so se eye a wo mu entie enwumaifo ensem a etete wo mu na wonye wasede emfama wo mu wonyina collective agreement any labor act 2003 at 651 eso na enime bi eye akade eye enwumaifo edia no wonhye so obema wonsa atumi aka ekoba ne sa enwumaifo ekoma beton yem obeye adwuma ma na yefe aso enwumeru anam amma enwuma atumi akonkan e wo Ghana fana enyina enti ni nyina emonom Owura Ayawini edi mo ene yoni ayiko ensem ama Ghana nymaifo nyina se waya ade ena wonsa so ama oman nkan kra ena eko yatwa ensem no so kwanche for penyin oda Maslock ano eye mame Abigail Elom Mensa wono so ede atudwa de wo kanyina ene se wo hye dwuma esi wo mani so se Maslock omobobosia ede ma omanfo na ya na emu eden kakra esan se so omde bosia no omanfo wi a ekon befa so omobagye no ayeden enkankampo wo ma na omo wo ansa na wo mo ekwa mo maba no dodo na entumi anyisika no enti ama ayeden ede ama wo dwumadi
challenger Maslock officer wo Western North face recoveries enye hankoa general problem wo man ni mu a memeba as CEO no one of the issues I'm dealing with senior amanfo a wo maji Maslock sika any Maslock facilities because we say nye sika nkwan de ma of Maslock it me ma omo esun adwuma awie omo ne omo di sun adwuma e na yesan maka high purchase cars so nti amanfo age enso omuntua nti eno ene one of the issues challenges one of the challenges Maslock ye face ye hope say animanim ye de hye ye beto ho ye timi agigi sika no ye sika e wokamu no e do so pa na se ye betimi aye adwuma na yetimi a release ebiom ama nkrofo a gisa de wokamu no yetimi agigi bebre na I want to give you the assurance say nyame ya adoma up to the mid year no, we should be able to start rolling out some facilities for businesses omuhia Maslow facilities ebeboa omo adwuma. The mekane say there is that notion say Maslow sika de yaban sika nti yagia yentua mesre wo waji facility bia wo Maslow ka wo Western North say obeye ne tentem na waba betua enya saa ye de se ye ba de mra ne ka no eno ne ye beye esan say oba beji sika no wo de won sa hye homa bi ase na saa homa na wo de won sa hye ase no nyema se wantua sika na yetimi de ye wo no eno no ewo ho Maslow say bank just that yen sika nto ho but ye mabosia ba bank ko koje bosia utua enti ye besre oji ye sika na memfa ne se o party ene wa abem ana se o party na eni abem nti wo de wu ntua
ye ka kire ye Western of for se biara oji ye car oji ye hairdryer oji ye machine sibia emre na so because ya mfa nchew ye de ma wo de won sa hye bibia se nti saa ene ye gi saa ne ma se be ye de be ma afoforo di se dem see you aka no ye hwese enu be ye June de na che se omo a amo pe facilities foforo Maslow ye sa ka bi de ye be bom modern na ye de amo nti ye ni jeda na ma menka say this is the first time ye see you anasa probo okono the first regional room ay Western of me Isaiah menso me ye regional manager many agi pa
Omampanyi John Dramani Mahama wode ensem be pie edwa na de ode to Ghana fo nyina enim se Kani Electoral Commission chairperson Mama Charlotte Osei ene afofo nwotwe bi wapa wo mo se omunkoye board of directors Emma Ghana National Gas Company Limited na bra ensemba beto dwa enura no na chese aye enigisem e de ama Ghana Gas empanyifo pa na mpo empanyifo mda adwumeko na no so e de ato dwa se omu ogidie mapa e wo board of directors fofra omampanyi John Dramani Mahama apa wo mo so omu meda adwumeko na no emu na omu ogidie se ba omu be de omu be ye adwuma atenanwea abomu suehunu a wo mo e wo no omu de abeboa ama Ghana Gas Company ejina na nan so na empo how bia adwumeko no enam no watumi ahye aso anom na board of directors fofo ya ye de ama Ghana Gas Company omampanyi de omdi atodwa no board members no enie Owura Kofi Totobiko ache ono na ye chairman Judith Ajuba Blay acting chief executive officer member Emmanuel Vincent Nasira Afra Jeche mrashebedweni oye member wo board na eso Mama Charlotte Osei a emrebi a etwem na oye electoral commission chairperson so member wo board na eso Samuel Kwame Bolu member Awulai Ajefi Kwame a otoso mienu member Baba Abdul Jamal Adama enso member na Blay Nyameke ama mrashebedweni a osan member Emma board of directors fofra omampanyi John Dramani Mahama apaw edi ama Ghana Gas no enti nwanfo ni nyina se omo hwe kwan se board of directors fofra ya omampanyi John Dramani Mahama apaw edi ama wom no omba be ye adwuma ayefe ama adwuma no atumi akọ enkan emapunu bi a wom from concern youth a wom ye NDC for e wo Brim North Mensin e wo Premantem ese nominee a omampanyi John Dramani Mahama boni din se omeye aban krach panya na DC Hakim entry omumpe no kra na nipa a wom epe eye 2024 parliamentary candidate a oginaye ede ma wom e wompesua no eso Alhaji Muhammad Nuruddin Fuseini
Abraham Hana Mekan obrande a whole van ede ma party na da so party nsem van their friend Stanbic Nibi or my Toyota Sakuya V8 branded no donated the man youth wing 2 branded pickups car home and sana His Excellency Adauruma Obama ye 1 pickup car home ye pia bontia ni ekita branded cars ensia na MPP e power no ekita mienu afi we t-shirt bui honorable Mavis time 2020 yam print t-shirt back as you do at time t-shirt bui and a party office ono no apenti ni sa hwe ya brand party office na Dauroma and then this yananka oba brema yesi emrewane nkokra party ye kita mabunu enese party bia wa ha papa ya Dauroma oye we nyina bedu na ene yesi ohin bi se onye dese enti ya this mana enya de ombo beti ase enti ne office deputy secretary deputy secretary or contest assemblyman woni krom assemblyman e woni krom enye constituency woni krom police station mako 9 when we need bako ya de yeni obi ase e kokatra assemblyman ba se koto abati obi o ye kan say honorable Johnson ase edun katia abati ye be gina Hayanshi party office ye be gina Hayanshi party car ye do NDC so obetie ye our case is simple and next year to aba wa brem wo DC ho a enka enipa du e contest no di om vote ye kabo manu ne de fa yes because temamufo do no wa bi adwuma wa ha mamabu nya bi aye wa ma party ni ho ayakono wa bo ne bra yie
aso ya no abunudi ye hu no ene enim no se obeso party nim no ne oyeye enka bomo di youth tese na adani ya mi janti mi hunya meka honorable Mavis time on shame so humia onime e bra man ne papa nudi na e chairman yo ye bra ye ne ya mi akwa ne se honorable say dun kasi o ba abram ha party office ha ya kai o ye revida
de ekoso brimnof no ye di yawo youth no ye di yawo denti na se ba ne sa brimnof sesia no NDC Aden obi edi yawo obi a obefa party opposition 2016 waso party mu ama party aya kono aya attractive ama mbabunu obocho obe a mbabunu ebe party adwuma sesi ana wa bre na tumi aba na ese omudi DC mano no mo se mo fa DC mano ya adwuma waye e party mu enye juma ketwa yesi de oyehwehwema de no on pepa ne nsa ho kwa ye papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama oba Eastern region me kai se obe peja ye papa do within nsa e wa brem e na o see we de o homeboy o fi abrem onyi wa brem o ko school wa brem obi edi nyuma wa brem e mbabunu nso agina tum afa de e ba ne sen
Kwansefo panyina Oda Petroleum Hub Development Corporation ano Dr. Tony Obin wo de atu dwase ebehia se nkitaudie mapa ebekoso wonyimeku a wo mo nhyehyeye ene emra na afi abanyimeku akese ne nketwa entem ekoba ne sa Petroleum Hub project no ebetumi akoso na edimpuntio aba.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, my fellow countrymen and women, as your Attorney General, I wish to assure you that I have sufficient reserves of integrity to continue to perform the task assigned me by His Excellency, the President of the Republic. I have never stolen before in my life and have never received a bribe in public office. All those who have dealt with me know this for a fact, and the President would not have appointed me his Attorney General if he had questions about my personal integrity. That is why it came to me as a big surprise when the honorable member for Gomor Central, the Honorable Kwame Asare-Obeng, aka A+, took to social media to make spurious allegations against me, calling me corrupt and a thief. Besides the name calling, the Facebook post in its totality was a palpable falsehood. I was never involved in the passage of the sanitation levy, as I was not a member of the Finance Committee of Parliament, let alone to be in a position to influence the composition of the membership of the committee. And I have the Hansard as documentary support for what I'm saying. I have the votes and proceedings of Parliament. Unfortunately, I left them in the office. So for the media, the report of the committee as well as the vote and proceedings are here. If you want to do some research on the matter that he alleged that I was involved and I channeled, I made sure that the membership of the committee was, changed, and then the monies from the sanitation levy were channeled to my friend, and so on and so forth. I'm not friends with whoever was the beneficiary of the sanitation levy. But interestingly, A+ warned me in the post not to do anything silly and that he will come after me if I did. That is laughable. First of all, I do not act silly because I think through the consequences of my actions, not only for my person, but also for others. That is what we were taught in Notre Dame Minor Seminary, and I am proud to say, without fear of any contradiction, that I have kept faith with that principle. Secondly, the threat is laughable because I have nothing to hide. I am reliably informed that his basis of saying that I am corrupt and a thief is that I took campaign contribution from a businessman at East Legon known as Dr. Sledge, and that he also knows the people who donated pickups for my campaign. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if receiving donations for your campaign or getting a pickup for a campaign is thievery or corruption, then there are 276 thieves in Parliament, including the person who was making the allegation himself.
Monfa enche we Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayine ena oyi ne ho ano sesubu bi amrahye bedwani e wogomu central eye Kwame Asari Oben aka plus e de abon se onimhu bi na sanitation levy e passe ye e o mrahye bedwam committee ni dwumadi o de ne hu rewremu e ma ekowi ase ye de e ma ese de be ya ne yonko bi benya emfaso mu no o se enye no kre enti se honorable A plus e wo ensem no emu adansi bi a onfamra bonten na mpanyifo nye na wonye ensem no emu enhwehwem Yanko Ensemfofro Emo, Municipal Police Commander Ewa Hunter West, hey Superintendent Valentine Akposu. Or say Ghana buying ejina Article 200 so and a bonny Ghana Police Service. Nasa article no share a buying say Akadia Bia Police Service ebehiano on Fama Womo. And so a moment for what say Akadia Ghana Police Service ehiano a buying coin to me wonso any nipa.
Municipal Police Commander ya wada Hunter West post adwuma no Superintendent Valentine Akposu e de atoja se oman post adwuma na adwuma so obobo ban na oma asumdwe abo oman mu nanso so e kamia ye se Ghana fo ye gyae asodie ni nyina de ato aban so se enema ne akande post adwuma ni hia wonu egu ne duafie hia ni nyina ye gyae bibia ahya aban ansa eyesa enkoyie wo kyeremu a ekoba ne se ne duafo mpo akoba bi so no hia nsuo di ayi won ho yie no wonya bi ntigi se police officers yi ene tam bokiti ene gallon si wonti no akochinchi akopa nsuo de aba no de bi adware ama wasanya bi de flash wonom agya nan ya wakọ ni nyina ye niema bi a ha adwene papa yie nti wo sere mpanyimfo ankrankra ni nyumaku bi won nsem se wonyina magi won fam de mfam wa anya saade a na yade a de wo hawpa ebre posi adwuma no sanse obi beda ne duafie abenya yade wonya nsuo papa nware wonya bi ade wo de asiesie no ho bra wakọ ba bi so de a na entwa yie enti omo sere se obi anya ne fam de mfam wa
ade bako a ehia ye pa ewo Agona Nkwanta police no na eye nsuo asem no na ye di mai kakra ye nyane mu amowo sels no e di se ebenya nsuo e di ama oma mu ajare aye omo ho yie eto be bia na ye di gallows na ye di ninam ansa na ye benya nsuo ama omo na ye ankasa ye offices no so no ese anka ye nya nsuo abebia a ye nya ye yem kaya na bibisa ebetimi akọ na so nsuo ni ho ndi na ye ntimi use those facilities na yamiji ade na waka ye papa akoma se omra na ombetu boho emae enti nede ya ye hye na boho la wabetu amaye no na ye commission ye dana sipa esi state no nkwa enhwe ya eni other institutions to say health education any the akikani nyina no omo so be kire omo nti fata say ankrankre companies institutions omo bi kakra no omo so emfa omo njim na omo timi buai
the client na no mo ye complainant na ba ha no say sometimes a problem obi be case a aban patcho yin ba bi nye hu yi this is directing man court station or Agona Nkwanta station obi okokra o mabiu eso na bi o how but we na ba no nipa na ba hu say is about 3 seater park purpose for the visitors nti oba na o ye ya ma okay uko wi ya kwa experience what this ni kama
yeba enkan kropon ni emiamia bi ekoba se enkan ne edumu pe traffic lights no enye adwuma na UTV and cameras ekọ emia bi aye ne omanfo no twetwe nkoma de omoka ne se traffic lights ne edundum sa ha adwen papa ne titu ene ahyenkafo ne wo ma wo mutwa ekwam ekoba ne sa na wo nkwa edesan mu empanyifo nhwe ho asem enkan
traffic light no the accident be breba nti esrem penfo no se pam chow mama no ko na mama street light na enye djuma na traffic light no nyina enye djuma ma ye na etimi mbo aye nyina se ebetimi aye no solar system bi anka yedum light ko offer traffic light ni de ebetimi aye djuma so anka be bo aye
obu okra wo betwa U10 e de aba be fa obi ba obu se traffic na dum ni nti no afi de obu se o matwe one side sa se de be ya omo baba be se obu se wa wo twa U10 no na wo gina wo sa nti traffic na eya edum ni de sebi ye ninje ho ti aban ne ebesre ene aboafo ne ebesre so meba beboan na bridom ya light na etumi aye adwuma ne titiri a chemota wo station ha eya ye bre eya na dani problem ebu wa obegina ho sa na ndu so se obetumi aye den akọ obu okra ne titiri kra yo mo cross no obu wa cross light ne we road na sign nyina ye den ni wo oba begina ho no mo sa na otumi cross aje se bia police ni bi aba bebo obu okra be hwe no na omo directed traffic na omo begina omo de omo pe no omo na omo ye den omo directed ono so nchede ni madwuma na ni so wo no o ye den ogina ho sa na otwe one side sa ti sire na ye be sire ne boa na ye be sire se omo boa na omo ntumi ye light ne mana bridom ya light no enye adwuma enfaman achemota omo transformers ni we bebre ya omo so ene generators ni ade omo so etumi se light ne ko offer etumi boa nanka eno so etumi plant etumi boa na etumi ba ba hwe no plant ni siwo enso na plant no enye adwuma light ne ko offer ebe ko off sa obeko no obisa se na plant ni enye adwuma obeko na plant ne so ye den enye adwuma
no onyira tu twama car no betimi abaw ebi osusu a car we ba na atimi akrash the traffic light the accident penfo say omanya ma ye na ni ho a the accident ne ba kwa na so bebre we so kwa mama so a ba bi o di solar and the traffic light the dum light kra and am say solar no traffic light ne ba it was so madwene ba so no mo solar na ma say dum light traffic light ne ba ya djuma
dan say mi twa car kwa mu say traffic ne elsa say nya djuma nti no me de biri ka mi twam say na moto bi nso aso ano ba nya me nko anke bo me ye sra ban say sra na eso say e wo say ye ton ade say ni ye twa car kwa mu nti ye sene senka ja onye ye moa na onye traffic light ne ma sere ba ya asodue e beba na car mo obi ankofa o ha obi ama
na ochi a etwem eba betu dwa e wo de obonkrate nim se yachi nipa ennan e wo Swiss Port Cargo Terminal Kotoka International Airport na kwadu de bo mu nyina ene se omabom ho mpema enka nuboni bi esusu se eye cocaine wom aine ntantra parcels makomako aduoso enwoche adi kwa kopiem e wo ba bi omde kwa omonko a na enim na wonti anye ye mpanyifo so musa no yare mande omo ama sabe ye kase de omo tre na Narcotics Control Commission for kukumo na yenkoi Philippa Atanga si anem e wasani bi adie dia kanyina ode bema ye obapa memo afofida papa
beda simini aba
bibi aboko de
nyame adom bibi aboko
ye de nyame ase yentie we
yo sankofo enan ya wedi kan dia tudwa se yaso mu asamre omo ho achi omo yi omudin di Gariba Soli Josiah Beidu Imano Minta ena kwabna ampofo na se nipa enan yi na Swiss Port Cargo Terminal Kotoka International Airport na Narcotics Control Commission ejuma ye for ensa asomumu na ne koba ye ne se sankofo we se enuboni a yisusu se eye cocaine makomako 73 na omoaboaboa edi egu boxes mu emiadaka mu ana nkomode ko Netherlands na kwedubofo na se mo de to akra circuit court nim kire se samre no omoyo madwin so omode ko no na Narcotics Control Commission ejuma ye for mo terminal ho hu se suspect say bibi kobone na omuma omuyi naka ni si ho a omuye nhwehwemu na kwadubofo na asem odi tu court nim che say ni odi kan a ye Gariba Soli no ono oye ejuma ewo art center na se unim art center run say ho no omuye artifact numa nnua omudi omaye no senipa na ade enti saa nneɛma ni bi ɛna na ɔmo de egu adaka ni mu a wobɛgye nsɛm na ɔmo de tu kwan no ɛnso ɛmma yɛyi sɛ nnua adaka ni pie yɛ no ɛna ɔmo yɛ ɔmo hwehwɛ mu no wobɛhu sɛ yɛsi adaka ni mu no baabi a asɛ hɔ no ate no kakra de no ho atɛ do no bɛka sɛ compartment ɛhɔ no mo ɛna ɔmo de enubɔne no ahyehyɛ a nti wanhwɛ mbiyi a unhu enso ɔmo bɔ ɔmo homɔden a ɔmo sɛsɛ nnua adaka ni nyinaa ɔmo yiye na kyerɛ sɛ nubɔne a maako 73 a ɔmo susu sɛ yɛ cocaine ɛna ɛhyɛ mu na ɔmo ama na nso wa ɔmo sɛɛ bi ɔmo hu bibi a yɛ sɛ powder fitaa ɛna ɔmo sɛɛ bi ɛyɛ nhwehwɛmu ɔmo hu sɛ ɛyɛ cocaine ɛna saa mmere yɛde ɔmo aba bɛgyina Accra Circuit Court a saa mmere yɛaremande ɔmo yɛsɛ Narcotics Control Commission for ɔmo nkɔ na ɔmo fɔ ɔmo nkɔ hyɛ ɔmo akakye na nyame yɛ adom abusumi a yɛsi mu yɛ ni da ɛtɔ so nsia ɔmo nsan fɔ ɔmo mbra ɛyɛ Accra Circuit Court na ɔmo asɛm ni ɛntoa so na emu otimuafo no so san ka kyerɛ ɔmo lɔyafoɔ sɛ so ɔmo obe ohun asɛm bi ka ɔmo fa ne nyinaa ntoto nkrataa so na nyame yɛ adom a 6 May no anaasɛ May yi a ne da ɛtɔ so nsia no so ɔmo ba court na ɔmo aba abɛka ho asɛm nti saa mmere deɛ nipa nan yi a medi kan abɔ mu din Gary Basoli Josiah Beidu Emmanuel Minta Kwabena Ampofo saa mmere deɛ ɔmo wɔ Narcotics Control Commission ɔmo akakye
da ebe ma mo ni adwuma o yamane bofo Philippa Atanga ene de amanebo yi ema yen yanko ensem foforo emom reggae dancehall artist eye Kojo Kranche ayeta friend Raskuku ene ode adesedie etu Food and Drugs Authority ene aban enim se enmenu ya wo mumia emremo na omanfo a wo enam esumase ekra red edi free amanone eba omem no yensi omu nyina ekwan esanse eyade a enam onsa so emebunu duduro na ena wo mo esei
Rafino ne tramo ne ho ne ma se yanka se yinim se nyema system no ye wo system no da dey get to ni mu da dey omo ba get to ni mu na omo ba ye omo red blue white violet no ne wanka se omo ni mu sin so no benya anka so wa ni get to it ni free mind no omo think positive nya de obetina ho se ti wo e bon ko na obi ada wada ye pre no kra nya da bi no no ma ye nkɔ ye nim nti mi de ban na kasa na mesere se aban a is Excellency John Dramani Mahama idi anim no obema mpanimfo na like obehye omode mpa no mbetimi agina no report no say we are red no nyoma no emba because we be any betimi fra abruchira abeto Ghana ejisa afa port na afa defense airport but afa through sea na say so as anti mpanimfo na so dey so mehwe na saa dey na beko esu bi like emba habium emba o minim na youth net because no youth no so ho a omonso omedi akire ene nse ni ho a ni ho ba se ho de omedi akire enti ye tu omofo no ye tu ajamafo ni tu mamone sofo ye ombi bi adwuma ma adwuma na ni adwuma se obi adwuma na ye nso be kasamafo ama aban no because the here say get to it no be koso na say enti ni anma like adwuma ma youth na de be kronosem ne ho ni ma no say adwuma ni ho nti bet ni ba ya youth ni nyina edi akire because ejuma ni ho obi yes obi ya kwadwo obi ni ho ya kwadwo bet ni mpo adwen a wodi betwa ansa na wadi kura na eno kura mpo no nya adwen kete obi timi fa ho na bibia ye no sani obi timi ton ebie company boka no sa no bi so twa bet on so boka nti obi ha pa ejuma ye no ejuma na ni ho nti na nti message nka ban bibie mo ejuma ma youth no sani o ka se efense yemfa ye ho hye farm ye mo ne ho no ma nice omonye na attractive because when it comes to farming, clothing room, friends saying housing room, food room, medicine room, BBR room, and to say yeah farming and agri and yeah no lucrative and yeah attractive. I remember youth no every day actually my BBR because
Municipal Chief Executive our war is Nafo North. Hey, Honorable Joseph Akparibu. Na wakyerese se wo hwe MC no baabi edi amasa ontena enyo wo se edan enko nsiesie kra emu eniema bebre ne hia se ekoso ewo ho ama enko yi kra
MC residents e bai dana me de report ya na sa dana na me ko inspect ye nyaya nka samri kamete ho na me ba adwuma nanso ho nyame ani nkɔyi nneɛma bebree na ɛna asɛe wɔ mu na from the information I gather from mpanimfoɔ a wɔwɔ district assembly a megye di sɛ before 2016 renovation ɛkɔɔ so no ebi nkɔɔ so bio nea ɛkɔɔ so now is just painting ɛna wɔn painting nti ama ne ade biara ni hɔnom a ɛyɛ at the good stage a wobɛtumi ayi so nti ama saa mmiri meda so te me fie ɛna mefiri ɛba adwuma a lot meka sɛ meka bi a mbɛka sɛ blame games nanso ne mebɛto ya nkɔ yie deɛ mebɔ me ho mmɔden sɛ mɛyɛ ne yie nti I'm not into give out blame games na mmom nneɛma nkɔ yie deɛ ɛwɔ baabi mu nanso neɛ meyɛ m'adwene sɛ neɛ ankɔ yie no mɛyere mo ho na matene ne de asi kwampa so na municipality no atu mpɔn ade a municipality ade a ɛso paa is the biggest in the Afro region ɛno nti na adwuma kɛseɛ ɛwɔ mu ɛso yɛafa ato yɛn ho so sɛ yɛbɛyɛ adwuma no deɛ yɛbɛyɛ na yɛayere yɛn ho ayɛ ne yie ama timamufoɔ so ate mu dɛ na sunafo no afa ne ntoma pa afira neɛ me ɛka no sɛ there are a lot of projects a yɛbɛtoeɛ ebi mu yɛ mmerɛ a na NDC ɛwɔ aban mu nsa a ɛfiri aban mu 2016 ɛna yɛhyɛ aseɛ yɛntumi anwie na NDC kɔɔ opposition yɛnnua mo so baeɛ ɔmo bɛgyae to hɔ ɔmo antoa so ɔmo so baeɛ so ɔmo so ahyɛ project bi ase so a mo ntumi ɛnwieɛ na mmom sɛna yɛwura His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kae ne deɛ ɔmmɛyɛ president a projects a past government na ahyɛ ase sɛ ɔbɛgya ato hɔ wayɛ n'adwene sɛ ɔbɛtoa ne nyinaa so ɛfiri sɛ ɛyɛ taxpayers money.
wohwɛ kaseɛ yi ɛwɔ United Television ɛso yɛwɔ ship house abɛka junction ɛnkran megye nkratoɔ yi yɛba sisi a mema arefo nyina akwaba ebakasie eso na yeto so dia osofo shop muden onsam eso eye honorable kwabena minta akando osa gina se kasamafo ema mental health authority wagina wom anemu ama mental health awareness month bosumi mu a ebesi edi esiwo na ya bodero afase de wose adwimu pepepe ye ani apomdim apa esisi so no wom ebodero no wabie ano kra edi amaganafo enyina wo sese ehu behia so obia de no agim ne boa ema NCC ekoso e Pantan Psychiatric Hospital ewo Enkran.
It is a profound honor and privilege to stand before you this morning to represent Her Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor J. Nana Pukwuagyemang, at this important national occasion to launch this year's Mental Health Awareness Month, also known as Purple Month. I bring you her warm greetings, unwavering solidarity, and heartfelt commitment to the cause that gathers us here today. We are here to reaffirm unequivocally that mental health is an integral and indispensable part of our overall health and well-being. It is not secondary or optional. It deserves to be spoken about in the open with dignity, compassion, and urgency. Every Ghanaian deserves the right to live with peace of mind, emotional stability, and access to support systems that care for both the body and the mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to reaffirm today some of the core mental health commitments we made in the 2024 manifesto. First, we will review and integrate mental health services into primary health care so that care is brought closer to our communities and become a routine part of health-seeking behavior. Second, we will commence the establishment of modern mental health hospitals in the northern part of the country and refurbish existing mental health facilities to ensure equity in access to care. The third point is that we will adequately resource the Accra and Pantan Psychiatric Hospital, enabling them to deliver more effective, responsive, and comprehensive mental health services. Let us talk about mental health. Let us reach out. Let us listen without judgment and respond with compassion. Together, we can break the silence. Together, we can end the stigma. And together, we can make mental well-being a reality of every Ghanaian.
So for this year's Mental Health Awareness Month, dubbed Purple Month, we have a series of activities. We are starting the month with the maternal mental health, which will come off in the first week. So education in antenatal clinics, postnatal clinics, and the like. And then we are also going to have a public lecture to educate the public on maternal mental health. The second week we are going to focus on the youth, mental health for the youth. So looking at substance use, anxiety disorders, amongst others. We are going to go into the schools and also educate youth outside schools as well. The third week we are going to focus on workplace mental health. So we are going to go into workspaces, educate people on their mental well-being and how they can cope with stress and the like. And then in the fourth and final week, we are going to have our community engagements. We would be in Cape Coast this year to engage the community, take specialist clinics to deprived areas.
Health Committee a ewom rashebe dwom e de abasobode ama empanyifo a wom da Whole Teaching Hospital ano say wom ankasa sika wom ebrabra wom ho na wom atumi anya eye internally generated funds no omatumi di abo ayarsabia no bra ama na ye fe e de akrakra ama nsisie mapa akoso de a na omommo eneyo.
Yeah, so as maybe say team na parliament or health committee or aproba yekoi na is able do Whole Teaching Hospital. Mamizin kanabo management or Whole Teaching Hospital edumasuma aware na waha. was the Kanesha one infrastructures I was as was recall. Then why you do more hard share, but what was an call a big facility one other government agencies where discuss over Baha. But the share me problem number 3 year one is staff strength and all your nurses and doctors now one away more hand. If I did be one of the red so I feel I shall want the red so it's not like about now kodo. If you don't make sure the my phone one who to one when I could train oyema one. Management so born one day or born how the way you do my son. If as all could wear CCI, one emergency center now over film, the number of beds in film cry, but the empty and our partner one my Yamya Domara or your new section for the emergency center. Over to more bone mini animal over water regiment one so emergency cases in the way to more take over. Now as I owe my energy papa pay day say equal baby I offer 24-hour pharmacy wa. Or your baby I say in drew or shada or ni a probo wabana. Obetumo ye bi ha wo embre biara nti oye honundre saman and a po ewiabro ahomacho wo be na waye nti ye ba ho teaching hospital as America chair management and there why ya za papa wo ye dwumasom but wo man yan hwe ehuna wo ye dwuma no so de e doesn't ebetunya ya ma hona wa ahoboto no ho mobetumo za akodo Oboyi for BB internal generated fund or sika ho ankasa wagigin wa asupitin e bazi na wazi ye ye ko ho mo na was a lot of project na chede was e bona brapara so na mama fan ye project pe na wonja staff na we dwuma no so ona menza boko enyim ya so kutu pada won bombazi na won train staff ni bebre because we see them infrastructure in nawi na se wenya onimpa a obokwa ka dwuma no ma na chede won si dem no pa enjoy into your culture management today. One man wasn't now one train the capacity of the staff here. And a baby route to Wakodo was Shemini Adama of Volta region. One apomazin hour a had years Amahon.
According to the Volta Regional Hospital in Ho, we met with the staff led by the management. They gave us a brief account of the activities of the hospital. They told us their achievements, their balance of accounts. They've told us about their staff strength. They've told us about developments they want to, infrastructure development that they are carrying out in this hospital. And we also asked them questions about all their challenges and they've laid them out to us. We decided to go around to look at the facility. And in fact, I would say we are very much impressed. It appears the last 2 hospitals we have been to, even I can say the 4, are doing fairly very well. They have been able to use the meager IGF they are generating to put up very wonderful infrastructure and carry out programs that will bring about improvement in the lives, in the services they deliver to patients in this community and beyond.
And a Brema Quine Macasiani Yedi AC as a da enkoma Clothing Palace one more and a share matade for family de a year a Jume Clothing Palace entire F. Eko ye pa wom toma emma ene mmemme nyina mo betimi afam ho ade akoba bia moko Clothing Palace e wo lava wom wo Accra Central one lava na edi nhwani mo enti wo betimi ni o makasa 027 199 8313 027 199 8313 and a Bella Week Center so ye miti fefefe e di emame Bella Week Center e wo Achimota Kingsby on Villac International School e di nhwanimo ene Bella enkasa 055 304 1995 055 304 1995 Obahima Efiache me dem nyina si mam afofida papa na yeda production team so